Magandang umaga po.
Okay, PSC. Chairman ka ba? Commissioner? Or Secretary? No, I mean, sports, if Singapore are aspiring to become the entertainment capital for ASEAN or Asia, tayo dapat sports, di ba? It's a huge magnet for tourism. We saw that in the FIBA World Cup 2023. Like Lithuania shipped over 4,000 tourists from Jakarta to Manila. So I think we saw a similar phenomenon for the Volleyball World Cup dito from us, last year. So good morning again. Yung Tour of Luzon, for us older people like Fritz Gaston here, we grew up with Tour of Luzon when I was young many decades ago. Really, it was the sport, apart from basketball, that really endeared us to cycling. And I think this year will say 1,900 kilometers. Last year was 1,300. So 1,300, no?
1,090, sir.
So I'm glad we're expanding it, quite similar to what Tour of Luzon was many years ago, and it resonates with our people, and I think you have to deal with a lot of the LGUs along the route, and I'm glad Gilbert has approved the increase in prize money. So thank you, Gilbert. Now we'll help you raise the funding for this event. I'm sure the other corporates will come along to join us. I think as mentioned in the video, sports is a metaphor for life. Right? The many values that you learn by being a sports person, including cycling, are values that are useful to you in your everyday life or in your career. To be generous when you win your basketball championship like UP, and to how to deal with defeat, especially for cycling, which demands superhuman effort, because your entire body, I'm sure the cyclist is involved in this particular event. Last year, we were able to revive the Tour of Luzon. We all know what it took to undertake a world-class event such as the Tour of Luzon. And as I think the video mentioned, our goal is to have one or two Filipino riders to join the Tour de France. Hopefully, in the next few years, we should see a Filipino participating in that global event. That is about 3,000 kilometers, so it gives our people something real to aspire for. It prompts communities to come together. It unites the nation, and it gives hope. It brings hope to our people and to the cyclists themselves. I think someone said the cyclists really belong to the more humble portions of our society, and I think we should be able to promote that and help them along in terms of their own economic needs. So, okay. In time, our hope is to be able to cheer for a Filipino rider too in the Tour de France. As I said, it will be another example for our young athletes taking the challenges of our roots towards cycling's grandest stage. It will remind us that talent, when supported and sustained by the private sector, can travel very far. For now, we move forward with the new Tour of Luzon 2026 edition. Longer, more difficult, but definitely more rewarding. We gave you the details of the prizes this year, and the amount of the prizes has increased, right? We'll give you the details later. They told me it's going to be more specific. But you can see the bent arms of Gilbert and Luis here. So, but we do want to know, we want the athletes to know, or cyclists to know, that you have the support of the group in this particular event. And I'm also encouraging TV5 and Signal to do better coverage quite similar to what Tour de France does when it comes to cycles. And then now he's doing, of course, the outriders, the motorcycles that cover the event on the ground. So good luck to all our cyclists for this, when does it start? March?
April 29.
So after Holy Week. And to those bearing the flag, you cannot allow a Korean to win this championship, right? Just as in basketball, you cannot allow Korea to beat the Philippines. So again, good luck to you and laban lang, no? And we also fight. We fight New Zealand on Thursday, and then after that Australia. So we're moving the venue of the game against Australia from MOA to Rizal Memorial Boxing. With the permission of the no, interestingly, there's a qualifying game between Chinese Taipei. Is the media here? Maybe I shouldn't say it. And there's a game between China and Chinese Taipei. Obviously, neither one would want to hold the game in China or Taiwan, right? So we were asked if we'd be interested to host that particular game, and we said yes. We said yes to FIBA. So everybody is invited to watch that China versus Chinese Taipei game. I think also within the same time frame as the qualifying games between the Philippines, Australia, and New Zealand. So, but the venue is still a secret. Maybe the Blue Eagle Gym fits, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good morning.